About when Alani took ballet. We found this little place in Beverly Hills called the Beverly Hills Ballet. It was run by a lady named Miss Gabriella, who herself was a ballet dancer, but she also had been an Olympic performer in karate or something, some jiu-jitsu maybe. Anyway, she was an incredible woman, and she ran the ballet studio, and it was just two studios, one room that was my practice room and another room that was for the regular classes. Sometimes they used both rooms, and once in a while they went down half a block to another room that she had rented.
It was a gymnastics studio that belonged to other people, but she rented it out for some practices.
But it wasn't, it was referred to as gymnastics classes, but it was very basic gymnastics, which is a good way to start. So, Alani was in the class at the ballet place, and her friend Eden joined the class shortly after she did, within a week or two. And so they were in a class together, and Alani took both tap and ballet, and the teacher's name was
Miss Corey.
Miss Corey, and she was so pleasant and so pretty and young boy's house. She herself was a dancer, of course, and she was a good teacher and very pleasant and encouraging and patient. Miss Gabriella wasn't quite as patient, but she still was a good teacher, just had a different way of teaching. But every year Miss Gabriella would put on this big production which helped her raise money for her school, as participating in the Nutcracker with the tour, the national tour of the Nutcracker by the Moscow Ballet Company, which is a pretty good company. They toured all around the country, and they would join with local ballet studios to put on the production. The dancers in the local places would perform pretty much the same roles all over the country. Alani was in that 2 years in a row. Okay?
Talk about the drama.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want that on video.
Why? She doesn't want to talk about the drama that happened.
Everybody knows in ballet, as well as gymnastics and everything else, there's lots of politics involved. As far as, is my kid going to be the best one? My kid going to perform the best parts? And a lot of tension, a lot of competition, a lot of politics.
That's not what happened. She wasn't even there. So the Miss Gabriella, she wanted to just do it the way she wanted to do it, and not all the parents wanted it that way. So then they weren't really getting along that well, and some of them left in the middle of the show, which was not good because, like, maybe their part was done, but they had to go on for the grand finale part. It was just, yeah.
We've had several inquiries asking if Alani would like to do ballet again. Would you? I really enjoyed the experience, but after thinking about it, I'm finished with it.
We just bought this.
Yeah. I think that I wouldn't continue, but it was fun, though. So, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I really think you should try ballet. I mean, any kind of dance is probably still a great experience, but ballet was what I chose at the time.
Thank you.
Here are some pictures of what the theater we performed in looked like and the green room.
And we enjoyed the ride home together because we always sang songs and listened to really, really fun audio things. Must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. We all sang it together. It was so bonding. We would be in traffic for an hour and a half. I mean, what a
Because we
better
had to
opportunity.
leave from my school, which isn't close to the ballet place, which was in Santa Monica. We couldn't usually. Sometimes we could stop at like a McDonald's or like we couldn't like stop at a restaurant, and usually we didn't bring any food and we couldn't go home. Whereas at the first place that we went to, the Beverly Hills Ballerina, which is not the one I'm talking about, but that one we could sometimes go home before ballet because it did start later than that one, and it was also closer. I forgot to mention that when I went to the Beverly Hills Ballerina, I was getting into the pre-point, which is, it's like point shoes, it basically is, but it's just what you do to like get used to point to then the next step is point. But then I kind of left like a few months after that started. I was on it though, but only for a while, and then everybody just kind of started leaving the studio. So there's probably a whole nother generation of kids there that you can meet. But the pre-point really wasn't that hard to me. Just wasn't right. No?
No, I did.
Since I just got out of school, like right before we had to go to the ballet, like we couldn't go back home because there wouldn't be time. Because the other place. Why is she putting on a mask?
I don't want a close-up of my mouth. Alani, don't knock me up. There is no more over I can go. I'm half-assed on it already.
Wait, say what you said before, go.
I said we enjoyed the ride home together because we always sang songs and listened to really, really fun audio things. It was so bonding.
But like I it was hard because we had to leave.